What's up everyone? Matthew from Matthew Weiss Music, and today we are going to teach you 5 tips on how to think more positive. Now I know what you might be thinking. Matt, is this not a music channel? Why are you giving us advice on how to think positively? And that's a great question. And the answer is, I did just start a YouTube channel. I don't have very many subscribers. I released an album last Friday. I have not sold 1 million copies of the record yet, surprisingly. So thinking positive might be one of the only things that I got going for me right now. And I'm decent at doing it throughout my life as being a positive person, so I thought I would share with you what I do to stay positive. And also, when I'm not making YouTube videos, I'm a sales guy, I'm a realtor, a commercial realtor. So if you're not positive around clients, even if you desperately need sales, if you seem desperate, you seem negative, they're not going to have confidence in you, they're not going to trust you, you're not going to make a paycheck. So a lot of my well-being and my ability to provide for my family is based on the ability to be able to think positive and be confident. So if you haven't already, help boost my positive thinking, give me a like, throw a subscribe my way. It's probably the easiest thing you'll do. You just click the little red button wherever it is down there. It's just you can do it. I know you can. But let's get right into it. Let's get into the tips. Tip number 1, attitude of gratitude. I found a huge part of being positive in life is definitely being grateful. So as my example with starting this YouTube channel, with producing an album, and not having very many sales, not having very many views, having very many subscribers. For whatever you're doing in life, if you focus on what is going wrong, then you're gonna feel negative all the time. So what I try and like to do is, if you're in a situation like me where you don't have very many subscribers, you don't have very many views, not a lot of people have listened to your music, what I like to concentrate on is just simple things like, I'm alive, I have the ability to make music. I have a camera where I can record videos. I've got a drum set. I've got a guitar. I have the ability to sing, to do everything musical, where a lot of people on this planet might not have those things going for them. And so I try and think that, it could always be worse, but also just think more of what you do have. I find that if you concentrate on that, life definitely gets easier as you focus on what you do have instead of what you don't have. So be grateful. Be grateful you're alive. You can breathe, you can walk, you can sing, you can dance, you can play guitar, play drums, you can make videos and share them with everyone on YouTube, the whole, 20 people that watch them. But anyways, it's be grateful. Be grateful just be grateful. So step number 2 is, where is your focus? So this does kind of relate to being grateful and focusing on positive thoughts, but you need to focus on being positive, because the problem, or the cool thing with our brains, is they are efficient. And if you're always thinking negatively, your brain is going to get used to it and it's going to believe whatever you tell it. And so if you start to try and introduce thoughts that are positive, there's something called confirmation bias. So if you haven't looked up or read about it, go read about it. It's very interesting. But your brain will almost not believe you, because if it likes what's familiar as well. So if you're always thinking negatively and then you all of a sudden try to start thinking positively, your brain's it doesn't like it. It wants to stay with what's familiar. It wants to confirm what you already do believe. And if you've been feeding your brain negative thoughts all the time, it's not going to believe you when you're bringing positive thoughts. So even if you don't believe yourself, or you don't believe the positive thoughts, you need to start focusing on them. Now, an example in my life, I'd like to bring my experience because it's what I know. But something for me is, it's hard, like getting in shape, going to the gym, being healthy. So if I always believe I can't get in shape, I can't, build muscle, whatever I want to do at the gym, and I try and do it, my body and my brain will work against me if I've always believed that it's something that I can't do. So instead I need to, switch my focus, think that getting in shape is something I can do. It's something that I need to do. Focus on the positive, focus on actually just, getting to the gym, doing stuff. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys or not, but that's something I found, is you always got to focus on the positive. And I did just start going back to the gym, so we'll see how well I think positively about that. But that brings us to step number 3. or tip number 3, and that is sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. I don't know who said that first. I have heard it. Was it? Not even gonna say who it is, but probably a lot of you have heard it. But what I really love about this is that with this YouTube channel, with this video, like it might get 2 views, right? Sometimes it might, who knows? You know, you make a video and you get a bazillion views, and so you win. But if you don't and you get a few views, you learn. You learn, like, what did I do wrong? I probably fumbled over my words a lot. Maybe I need to practice scripts way more before I start turning on a camera and just recording stuff. But the thing is that even if you fail, it's okay. Everyone fails. And I heard someone else say, you know, another thing with failing is that if you look at someone that's good at drums, that's good at YouTube, that's good at singing, that's good at any sort of sport, any activity you're doing, is the reason they're better at it than you are is that they just failed at it many, many more times than you have. So don't be afraid to fail. It's kind of what I've been trying to get my fear of doing YouTube videos. Like they'll suck at the start, right? So, but you got to just do it, and sometimes you win, and if you don't, take it, learn from it, and just keep going forward. So now tip number 4, and that is judge yourself less. Now I know a lot of us out there, we're really hard on ourselves, always want to get, try and be perfect, try and do everything correctly. I've restarted this video many times, and I'm gonna look back and I'm still not gonna be happy with it. But the thing with not judging yourself is you gotta learn to enjoy the process. This is one of the first videos I've ever done, one of the first few, especially ones I'm speaking in, and so they're gonna be rough, but enjoy the process. I'm gonna be learning, I'm gonna be knowing what camera angles are better, what kind of lighting's better. They're not gonna be great at the start, but if you enjoy the process, enjoy learning, then 100 videos down the road, you're gonna benefit from what you're doing right now. So don't be too hard on yourself in the present. And also with not judging yourself, one thing is to do, that's helped me at least, is celebrate all your little wins, celebrate them. And also your failures, learn from them. It kind of ties back into the sometimes you win, sometimes you learn, but a lot of this stuff is related. So make sure you have a victory, you get that, one goal I'm working toward now on YouTube is get 100 subscribers so you can get your own URL for YouTube. Work on small goals. When you get it, go treat yourself a little something. Go treat yourself. Well, if you've watched Parks and Rec, but man, getting off topic here. Yeah, reward yourself. My goodness. And then look back, watch this video, Matt, see your failures and see where you can improve on these videos. Hold for editing. But yeah, be present. When you're judging yourself less, be alive, be in the moment. If you haven't read a book called Practicing the Power of Now, it's a great book. Look it up. Your whole life happens in the present. It kind of teaches you how to make the most of every day, at the most of every second. Because the past, you can learn from it, but if you don't want to dwell there and you don't want to worry too much about the future, because your whole life is going to happen right now. So it's for being positive, I think it's a great thing to do, to be in the present and really live life to its fullest in that regard. And then 5th tip is be around like-minded people. So if you've ever had friends or been associated with coworkers, anyone they're always super negative, it's draining. It takes positivity right out of you. So if you're trying to be more positive, you're trying to, achieve your goals, move forward in life, you definitely want to be around people that also have the same ambitions and the same goals. Because if you're around people that are negative, they're just going to suck your energy out and you're not going to be able to do anything. And that's it. Those are my tips. I know this isn't the most profound video you've probably ever heard, but the tips that I've shared, they've helped me throughout my life. And now, because this is a music channel, I'd like to do, I'm hoping to make videos like this, just so you guys know, that include self-improvement, ways to make your life better, because as I go through life and learn, I like to share my experience and what I've learned. And I also want to relate it to music. So in the spirit of being positive, I have selected one of the songs that I like that kind of helps me be feel more humble. It helps me look at being grateful, which is my tip number one, attitude of gratitude. It helps me with those things. And it's a song called Alive by Edwin. Now, if you're not Canadian, you probably haven't heard of the song. It's a 90s song. It was written by Edwin. And so he was the lead singer for a band called I'm Mother Earth back in like 1997. And then in 99, he released his solo album called Another Trip Around the Sun. And this song, Alive, on that album is like the perfect song. It just talks about like being alive and how like the lyrics are like how good it is to breathe the air, another trip around the sun on this speck of life in the universe. So lyrics like that make me think, we are this little speck of life in this massive universe, and we're lucky to be alive, to be able to experience things like life, to be able to feel the sun on your face, and it goes into, the lyrics are beautiful in that way. So if you haven't heard it, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description to a video for it. But it's a great song. Kind of helps you feel positive, helps you feel grateful, helps you feel humble. It gives out all those kind of good vibes. So if you haven't already, you need to subscribe. Like I said, super easy to do. Just click the red button, hit the bell so you get notifications when I release new videos. I will be continuing to doing the drum covers, and then I'm also going to develop more videos like this. Hopefully they'll be more polished next time. I'll learn editing, stuff like that. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. But anyways, thanks for watching. Till next time.